I just noticed a little bit of here where he's giving a presentation. It seems like about different sorts of technologies. Really awful graphics, to be honest. The date is March 18th, 2015. So he's back from serving his country by tracking down finance stuff in Afghanistan and driving around a little bit. Got his pictures, got his easy route into it. All that stuff is going to be a big payoff for a political career. Majorly calculating investment, let's just say. So here, let's listen to what he's talking about.
And they also ask questions like, what city are we going to emulate? Are we going to be the next Silicon Valley with its technology? The next Research Triangle out of North Carolina with its university relationship? The next Austin with its arts and culture?
Ooh.
But as I reflected on those questions, it felt difficult to answer those in a way that was straightforward and honest. And the more I thought about the innovations that really mattered, especially the innovations that had made a difference in my lifetime, the more I began to notice a pattern.
Show us the path.
There we go.
Or pattern.
The object on the left is a kind of directory that was issued to every student every time you moved into a dorm when I was in college.
So it's a book. It's a booklet with faces and information, like a phone book with pictures. On the right side, though, is a 2008 and 15 iPhone. So it's an older iPhone, and it's like horizontally stretched, which makes it look terrible. This is really bad. This is a TED Talk. You didn't know how to fix that? You just got to do the X variable. I'm going to back up just a second or two here.
That had made a difference in my lifetime, the more I began to notice a pattern. There we go. The object on the left is a kind of directory that was issued to every student every time you moved into a dorm when I was in college. It's a little bit blurred for privacy reasons, but you get the idea. It's a book that has pictures of everybody, tells you what dorm room they're in, has their email address and some other key information. A book with pictures of everybody's faces. We called it a Facebook. And the guy in the lower right-hand corner had the idea, along with some others, and he was just a guy in the next dorm over from mine, a guy who now has a lot more money than I do.
It's Mark Zuckerberg. It's college Mark Zuckerberg. He says they called this a Facebook. That's what he says. It's just a Facebook. And the guy in the lower left-hand corner, or lower right-hand corner there, the one that's not actually as blurry, although it's still a bad picture, had an idea to put this online. He just was an innocent guy. Let's put it online. Got a phone call there. Don't know the number.
And the guy in the lower right-hand corner had the idea, along with some others, and he was just a guy in the next dorm over from mine, a guy who now has a lot more money than I do. He had the idea that you could take this thing and put it online and make it Facebook.com. Two things interesting about this.
Nope.
First of all...
Nope. Justin Timberlake told him to get rid of the... It wasn't his idea to call it Facebook.com. It was Justin Timberlake's idea. We all saw the movie The Social Network starring Jesse Eisenberg, who plays Lex Luthor. No, I know. Is that like a Sean something? Justin Timberlake, his character. Because it was called the Facebook at first. But let's listen to Petey Boy here. Keep going.
Well, it already existed as a concept. He put it online. Secondly, what's amazing about Facebook is it takes something that we already have, namely our friendships, and gives them a different kind of life, allows them to play out in a different kind of space. The object on the right should be very familiar to everybody here. Also a remarkable innovation, but if you think about it, not one that is profoundly new, as though it came from outer space. It's a telephone.
It's a telephone.
But it's also a clock and a shopping list and a camera. All of those things existed before.
And a data harvesting tool for people like Mark Zuckerberg and social media freaks and everybody else who wants to harvest human behavior to convert it into currency.
But none of those things had existed before in one device that you could fit in your pocket. That was the innovation.
Innovation. The word of the day. So did Mark Zuckerberg just take this innocent little phone book thing and decide that, you know what, this should be online? Is that really how it started? Or maybe I searched for how did Facebook get started, found a Britannica.com. The company has a complicated early history. It began at Harvard University in 2003 as FaceMash, an online service for students to judge the attractiveness of their fellow students. Because the primary developer, Zuckerberg, violated university policy in acquiring resources for the service, it was shut down after 2 days. It was popular enough that he continued, and he stole the pictures. He hacked his way into the student database and got photos because he was a creepy perv who wanted to offer up women onto the internet so that people could judge their looks. It's a fucking disgusting origin story. But not according to Mayor Pete. He just wanted to put it online. The Facebook from the Book of Faces. It's that hokey bullshit. It's lying. People eat it up.